Hi everyone, it's Stacy from BeautyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button somewhere in there. We're painting black again. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. Damn thing needs more coats of paint. So for those of you who saw yesterday's video and you're wondering how things are going with that, apparently this person is going to be allowed back at school on Monday, and I don't know what to think about that or what to do. So I can't talk about it. Everybody's like, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? And there's me on the receiving end going, I don't know. Where's the playbook? So this thing is well, good and dry. I'm trying to get the inside of the large cabinet painted. Can you even? Not even. The large cabinet. Painted. And then the drawer. And then I noticed on the side, like the short cabinet, like got dinged on something, which I didn't even move it. I'm not even sure how that happened. There's like a scratch. So we gotta sand that and redo it. And the shelf is not done. This is why black sucks. Yeah. Here it is after 2 coats. 1 coat, 2 coats, 16 coats. I swear to God, it's like I'm never painting black again. I'm going to tell her when I drop these off, if you ever want me to do another project, it just can't be black. I'm so frustrated because it's like so many coats. And if I could tint the primer, I can tint the primer. But because I had to use the adhesion primer because this is a laminate, it's super duper expensive. And I have 1 can. I'm not going to go buy another can so I can tint it black when potentially the next piece I need to do, what if I have to do that one white? And then I won't have another can. So, but it is a huge pain in the butt to paint black over white. Case in point. This is 2 coats rolled onto this piece. And then there's the dog hair. I love my dog. But then there's the dog hair. Got another one right here. Get that off there. And then I gotta paint over it. I'm gonna sand it down. So I don't have a lot of time today because it's already like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And I have to work again tomorrow at the paper, but you know, I'm trying to cram as much stuff in as I can. I don't want this to get delayed very much longer. I need to get it done for her, and I have to work Vintage Junkie on Thursday. I really wish I didn't have to work Vintage Junkie on Thursday. It's a lot. I feel like I was just there. I literally feel like I was just there. Wasn't I just there? My husband, I said, I work Vintage Junkie on Thursday, and he shrieked at me, "You just worked Vintage Junkie." And I said, well, no, last week was Picket. And he goes, it was the week before that. And I'm like, was it? I don't know. I'm going to have to, it's too much. I think it's too much. And then the client piece, I'm sure she wants her cabinets back. It's taking an inordinately long amount of time because of the extra coats and coats and coats and coats and coats and coats and coats of black that have to be put on it. Like, the inside of the drawer, and then the repairs. I got to get a back on this thing yet. So I'm going to have to paint that. I'm going to wind now. What am I doing on Friday? Am I going to have all day on Friday? I don't know. I'm going to have to look at my calendar. I feel like I have something else going on Friday. What am I doing on Friday? I don't know. Friday I may have all day to get this thing done. I'm not feeling it though today. I'll be honest with you. With everything that's gone on. I said yesterday it feels a lot like carrying a very heavy weight and then putting it down and being told to pick it up immediately again. That's exactly how I feel right now. Like I've been carrying a very heavy weight for a very long time and I've just put it down. And I'm like, oh, I gotta get this done. And you're so exhausted from carrying the heavy weight that it's like you can't. And I only share this stuff with you because I feel like there are other people that are going through similar situations. And if we don't talk about it, we tend to think no one else feels this way. We all feel this way. It's, and I've talked in the past about mental health, and it's important to me. Mental health is important to me. And it's important to me to be able to say out loud how I'm feeling, because I think that when we share that, it makes us feel less alone, right? Like we feel less like we're the only ones. And when I say this stuff, and you guys have contacted me after I've had these moments where I talk about this stuff, and you're like, I thought I was the only one who felt this way. So that's why I share this stuff with you. Why I talk about things that are totally not DIY, and we call it a daily vlog, because I want to help you guys in any way. And if that means mental health or DIY tips, then that's what I want to do. So I'm just telling you where I'm at right now as a person and life and in my journey and how I'm feeling, because it gets to the point where you're just running and running and running and running and burning and burning and burning, and then you're burnt out, right? So, and I'm not running and running and running and running a little bit. A little bit. Maybe a little bit. Like, I don't know why I feel like I have to minimize what I'm doing. I'm doing a lot. Like a lot. Like if I objectively sit back and look at everything I do for other people, for myself, for the business, for other people's businesses, it's a lot. And the job and all the stuff that I tend to stick my fingers in, that I probably should just go, just own it. Don't tell them you know anything, because if you tell them you know something, you're going to get into something. But then life happens, like yesterday, and we're still dealing with that as family, and we're still dealing with what's to come with that. And I can feel my daughter's stress and anxiety, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting. For her, I'm sure it's worse. But as a parent, you're trying to tell them how to navigate life. And I don't know in this situation, which is just burning me the F out. This is where I feel like I'm burning out. Yeah, like I've been carrying a very heavy weight for a very long time. And I've finally been able to put it down. And I feel like today I'm wrung out. And I have to do this. I have to do this. It's my job. I have a client that's waiting, and she's not going to want to wait forever, right? I mean, as nice as she is, I can't just keep putting it off and putting it off. So at least I got to get the paint on it, you know, so that tomorrow I can come put another paint on it. And it's just a lot. It's a lot. Life's complicated. And we don't make it easier on ourselves. I heard somebody say something yesterday, and it's my new shorthand for take a mental health break, where she said, meditate, read a book, pet a cow. Now I just tell Victoria, now I want to pet a cow. I didn't even know I wanted to pet a cow until I heard her say that. Now I want to pet a cow. So we all need to go pet a cow. Like, we need a mental health break, and we need to pet a cow. I don't know who this girl was. I was doom scrolling on TikTok waiting for Victoria to come out of archery last night, and I heard that phrase. And now I want to pet a cow. I'm like, we should all just go pet a cow. It's our new shorthand. I need to pet a cow. And that's what I feel like today is. Today is the pet a cow day. Today's the pet a cow day. Anyway, this is going to be my video for today, because all I'm going to do is put a coat of paint on this and go to bed, so I can get up and do it all again tomorrow. And I really do want to pet a cow. I want to take a deep breath, go pet a cow, and not have to deal with my life for a while. Like, turn off all the noise, turn off all the people and the drama, insulate myself with my family, and just pretend the world doesn't exist for like 24 hours. Like, the world can't hurt us for 24 hours. We all need a giant cosmic pause button. Just pause. So that we can just take a break. Pet a cow. Make the world stop. And here's the funny thing. So I've also said on this channel before, I had lost my son. Before we had Victoria, we had another child, and he, you know, he died. And I remember thinking at that time, why does the world just not stop? Like, you still had to pay bills, and you had to, people were still shooting each other and doing, and I'm like, why is the world still going? And sometimes I still feel like that. Why can't the world just stop for 5 minutes? Just stop. And sometimes I feel that way still. Like, why can't the world just stop? Just stop for 5 minutes. I feel like if we all just stopped and took a breath and stopped being angry and stopped being whatever, that things would get just ever so slightly better for that 5 minutes. And we all might collectively breathe a sigh of relief. That's probably deeper than you really wanted to hear on a Wednesday. It's Tuesday for me, so you can get deep on a Tuesday. I just want the world to take a breath. Take a breath, take a pause, and take a moment for ourselves and pet a cow. So I'm going to roll some paint on this thing. And then I'm going to go pet a cow. And I'm going to go to sleep and hope I can get some sleep this time. I can't sleep. That makes everything worse when you can't sleep. But we'll be back at it tomorrow. And once we start distressing this thing, it's going to go pretty quick. All of the work, all of the hard part of this is painting black over white. And then I'm going to rebuild the back, and we're going to start distressing, and then it's going to go pretty quick from there. But there's a lot of little things I just don't want to deal with on this. And that's where I'm struggling, is I have to have the bandwidth to do it. And I don't have it right now. Like, it's tedious, and I don't have the bandwidth to deal with tedium right now. But I don't really get a choice. People think because you're self-employed, you get a choice. You don't. If you don't do it, no one will. So you don't get a choice. And you have to keep doing it. And then we're in the busy season of selling. And I got to be at the store again on Thursday. So one day at a time. One coat of paint at a time. And we'll get through it. I'm going to get through this, and we're going to figure out what to do in regards to my daughter and all that stuff. I just don't know what it is right now. I don't know what the answer is. I do know I could roll paint. I'm going to roll some paint. Thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate you guys. Happy junket. Bye.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.